coming down!
Yeah, no, we can ride it. He's done a really good job. Okay, camera's on. They're just waiting for us to go, so. Okay, now it gets to the lot here. Okay, I'm going to try to come close. Woo! I'm out. Yeah. We made it to the other side. One bike had a little dimble, but considering it's getting dark, I'd say that's a success. There's been a massive landslide here. Ah, Himalayas, thanks for letting us through.
Is that heart rate going?
We've just arrived. A monumentally epic day, but it is, let's look at the time. Oh gosh, what time is it? 7:48, and they're full. So he's just calling another one to see if they've got room for us there. So fingers crossed. So Gumstow, which is just down the road, has space. They're waiting for us, so we're going to get back on the saddles. And hopefully we're going to go find somewhere to sleep for the night, because it would be very cold staying out here. Hello. Woo! We found a home for the night. Hello. Is it okay, 3 people? Yes, yes. There we go. 2 beds. And then 2 beds next door. This will do. There's a warm blanket. We need a warm blanket. It's a lot colder than it probably looked in the video. I'm very grateful for the Moscow heated jacket that last leg. So we are unloading the panniers, and you can't see me because it's pitch black. We haven't figured out dinner yet, but that is our next plan. And worst case, we have some nuts and protein bars, and we'll figure it out and go get something in the morning. That is part of the adventure. I got a new friend. I don't know if you're a boy or girl, but you're adorable little girl.
Oh, wow.
That's not for you. That's for us. Oh, she likes you too.
2 fluffies.
Okay, I've woken up. That was probably the hardest bed I've ever slept on, but it is a homestay in very remote Himalayan mountains. The view coming out of the door this morning. We obviously arrived in the dark. You've got all the mountain tops over there. Absolutely incredible. This is the hot water, so there's cold water out of the shower, hot water out of that into buckets. Toilets on the far side. There's one of the family members. They have the cutest little dog called Poppy that we met at dinner. And then just here, I was wondering where the smell of cow was coming from. We have the cutest little cows. Good morning. And they were being milked just now. What a place to wake up. Oh, you coming to say hello? You're adorable. You have a big thing for your nostrils. Yummy breakfast, a final pet with little puppy, such a cute little fluffy. It's so lovely to see such a happy, loved little dog here. The 3 Himalayans have been sleeping tidily here, and I just love it when you wake up somewhere where you arrived in the dark. Like, this is what we came up in the dark last night. It's freaking cool. So there's this little settlement of villages here, and we're going to be hitting the road very shortly. It's time to pack the panniers back up. And we'll get riding. Oh. Are you happy on high seat, low seat? Whatever it was yesterday, I think Laurie was good. You're like, sweet, your cable went to sleep. Chain. We've done it.
Yeah.
We've just been adjusting my seat height to the high seat. Helps my hip pain a little bit. But you know when it would just be easier to take the panniers off to do the job, but we were being stubborn because we didn't want to have to take the panniers off to do the job, so it was way harder than it should have done. We've just stopped in this lovely little cafe for a bit of a tasty food, and Alex got a coffee. We're in Padum, which is surrounded by mountains all the way around. It's absolutely stunning. We're gonna crack on and head on the road now. We're gonna be starting to get a bit of elevation and going up over a mountain pass as well. So, coffee shop. Look at this incredible canyon, it's amazing. It's like a couple of K out of Padum. We've got the drone in the air because we're going to walk up there. Woo! We must be feeling pretty good with the altitude to voluntarily climb up a little peak, but we are only about 10,000 feet right now, so we will start to climb again shortly. Hey Rocky Monster! Go team! We made it to the top! Woo! Alex,
Yo!
he made it too.
Woo.
And we got 3 Himalayans on the edge of the river in the Himalayas. What? So we are in the Himalayas. Now, we're a little bit into this video now, so you're probably starting to notice, depending on where you are from in the world, that I'm saying Himalayas and the Royal Enfield Himalayan. That is because, like with so many people in the world and uses of language, there are lots of different pronunciations. Stumble on my words as I'm trying to talk about pronunciation, smooth. But basically, being here in India, I am learning firsthand how you should be saying some of these things. So I am in fact talking about the Royal Enfield Himalayan, but it should be called the Royal Enfield Himalayan, and we are in the Himalayas, not the Himalayans, the Himalayas. And hopefully, if we all continue to share the right wording and everything, then we can start saying the name of some of these beautiful places correctly. And I think that's quite a nice thing to do. So, Himalayas and the Himalayan. I'm making a table. I found a flat rock. We have some apricot seeds, some dried fruit, some nuts. We're having a little picnic in the Himalayas. So a pretty important tip if you're going to come here and do a road trip is the fact that you do want to be relatively self-sufficient. There are lots of little villages and towns that you can get food in, but on some of the routes, especially the route that we're doing this week, that isn't reliable and they're not necessarily going to be open, and so we're making sure that we've got protein bars, nut snacks, some dried fruit, and so if we can't get lunch or water anywhere in the day, we're good with our camelbacks and our snack supplies. We have just reached a checkpoint at Cardo, and it looks like we're being allowed to go through. We good? We've got to go with our papers. In there.
We're on the side of the mountain. We're going up Shinkula Pass. It was a pretty high elevation. We're going up to 16,800, and at the moment we're at 15,800, so you've got another 1,000 feet to climb. You can see there is snow. I'm not going to eat it because my mum taught me not to eat yellow or brown snow. But yeah, it's cold up here. Thankfully, we had a heated jacket, you stickos. Heated jacket. That's all I was talking about. Shall we continue to? Woohoo! Yeah. Trying to find the handle or something to grip. There's nothing to grip. Oh, it's like I'm sliding, yeah. I need help.
Got it?
Yeah. Let me hold it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, restarting it. Okay. The super gentle rev down the hill. If we're getting right out of fuel, we want as much time as possible. Pipeline is good. To the top of Shinkula Mountain Pass. As you can see, we are at 16,580 feet. There is a snowstorm hitting us right now. That was pretty hairy. I had a drop on the way up, but we have made it. We are a little bit low on fuel, but it's downhill from now. And we have, what do we have? 43 kilometers to our hotel, and hopefully they'll be somewhere out of the wind and snow because it's pretty bitter up here. I'm going to say it again, thank goodness for heated jackets. Woo! Okay. Onwards. No mic, sorry.
hopefully you can just about see me. We've made it into a homestay. Now, homestays and rural parts in the Himalayas are quite simple living. So we have a lovely room. We've got a row of beds here. Let me see if I can use the other phone for light. So there's a big mattress on the floor here and some blankets. So the three of us are going to sleep across there. Next door, there is a room with a fire, which we immediately huddled around when we got here to try and warm up, because our top halves are completely dry under the Moscow kit. And our lower halves are pretty wet because of the amount of snow and water that we're riding through. Once it goes up your leg, it just kind of saturates in. We're going to try and get our helmet liners around the fire tonight to dry. Today was pretty wild. I don't think we quite expected what we faced going up over that mountain pass. Maybe there's an element of a little bit of lack of research or naivety, I don't know. I can tell you that the road we did today is one of the most dangerous roads in India as far as its reputation. And I guess we just weren't phased. We were going to take it on and go do it. So we did. We had all the right kit. If we hadn't had the heated jackets, we probably would have died. We have made it here safely. It's absolutely chucking down with rain, drying our kit out, warming up. We're going to get some yummy dinner in the homestay, and tomorrow's going to be another day. And you don't go on an adventure riding holiday on a motorcycle through the Himalayas without expecting to have an adventure. It would be pretty dull without them. How's the rest of the team feeling?
Yeah.
I can feel at least 3 of the 10 of my fingers now.
Cool. That's
I'm
a
not
good
sure if
start.
my toes are attached, but I can see them, can't feel them, but I think I'm okay other than that.
And the Rocky Monster?
I'm feeling good.
Oh, it looks like you have a giant sword thing coming out of your
Whoa.
crotch. This is very... What is that a shadow of?
My giant sword thing.
Okay, we're going to leave it on that. We'll show you a little bit more of homestay life, but there's no electricity, which means it's going to be... I mean, we're basically using iPhones to light up my face. It's like spooky.
And when you say basically, you mean we are using iPhones and one Samsung.
Get out, Samsungs. She's a Samsung girl. Right.
Which one's lighting the video right now?
This one. Look, if I put my hand over it, I go black.
That's
Actually,
Samsung.
It's 50-50. No, that's an iPhone. Oh, I don't know. We're having an argument over phones. They all do the same thing. Right. Back in a bit. One thing you definitely need to get used to is sitting on the floor. So if you're not able to sit cross-legged, I recommend doing a little bit of stretching before you come to the Himalayas, especially if you're going to do homestay. I actually quite like it. I'm wondering why we have furniture at home. Alex looks less comfortable than me though.
And I can't even sit cross-legged, so I need to do yoga.
You do need to do that. Oh, we just got power.
Way.
Hey, there's
What a treat.
lights.
Show you the kitchen.
You can see the kitchen and the food. So we've just got some lovely rice and some kind of dal, and then we've got some chapatis in here, which looks super good. I'll pop these up on the table so we can all eat.
No puppy tonight.
No poppy. Poppy to poppy.
Poppy the puppy.
Do you want to put one on Annika's plate,
Yeah.
please?
Woo!
Have you put one on my plate?
Wild water. Yeah.
Oh,
excellent.
thank you.
Oh, and sorry.
It's an exciting morning because the power is on and we've just managed to get charging, which means we can get the cameras going and batteries. You can see the bed behind us. It was a pretty cold night, to be honest. We used every single blanket we could find in the blanket cupboard. I don't know what was going on with my body because these two were cold but weren't cold once they got into
It was
bed.
like chilly, but not.
I was like full body shaking for about 2.5 hours, and then suddenly I went okay and went boiling hot. It's very random. But anyway, we're all good. We are gearing up. There is a Vanessa, Annika and Alex bomb in this room. Just gonna say.
I don't know if Alex pans that way. That looks a pretty contained bag there of Alex's.
All
Oh
right.
wait, is that a shared bag? That's Alex and Annika bag. I believe it's a Vanessa bomb. We're back to square one.
So day 3 heading to breakfast. We're obviously in the homestay. It's a really cute little communal area. Thankfully it's undercover because last night it was definitely raining walking to dinner, but look at that view. What a place. And we're going into the kitchen. Good morning.
Thank you.
Whoa. What is that?
Morning.
Morning.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Thank
tea
you.
delivery.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we came from late, we did all the way down here to Zanga, and then yesterday we came across the big mountain pass in Singrala, and we're in Darcha. And then today we're going to be heading north. We've got 2 mountain passes. So the first one is Baralachala at 4,650. I'd say. And then we keep going, and we've got 2 more. So that one's at 4,560, and then we've got 4,920 and 5,065. So we're going up to good old 16 and a bit thousand feet. So Nakalila and Lachulungla, great pronunciation.
Is that right? No.
That's close enough.
Good pronunciation.
And then we're going to
Soga.
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 So that's a big lake.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what? 2 mountain passes and then to the lake, essentially.
And it's going to be just under 300 kilometres. So we've had a little bit of a fuel situation yesterday. We've made it here with sub 50k range. Thankfully, the Himalayans have a really, really good range. I think it's about 60, 70 miles per gallon.
Coming to the Himalayas has got a lot of different temperatures, so you're obviously going to be thinking about all the kit that you're wearing, but your feet is a really, really critical one. It's similar to my Iceland top tips, where you are likely to get wet feet. Yesterday on the really high mountain pass, it was chucking down with rain, it was icy, and our boots probably could have poured out when we got home. Now, homestays are very, very basic. There was a little fire that we were able to sit down to warm up, but we absolutely couldn't take our kit in there, which means I've got very, very wet boots going on now. I haven't managed to dry my socks overnight, but thankfully I've got 2 pairs of wool socks. My recommendation, if I was to do this trip again, is to make sure that you have waterproof socks, because waterproof socks going into a wet boot means that your feet stay dry. So, packing list, waterproof socks. This is not going to be pleasant. It's just a bit wet. I've had worse. Waterproof socks would make it more pleasant though.